Wow. Wow. Wow, everybody. What's up? It's me, James, here. I just hit 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. That is absolutely crazy. And I just want to thank everybody so much for that. Holy crap. Even bigger thank you to the people that have been supporting me on Patreon. I can't even describe to you how much I appreciate that. Like, that Patreon, that's my student loans paid. That's food for the week, for the month, paid. And then sometimes that also helps me invest in the show, like investing in more expensive games, like Jersey Devil, for example. That was like a $50 game, Canadian at least, and usually it's like, I don't want to pay that much on something I'll review, but the Patreon money is for the show, and there, it makes those decisions easier. But yeah, thank you so much for that. Thank you everybody for subscribing. Thank you so much for consuming my content over these years. I know that everyone says this, but I never imagined this would be my job. Making YouTube videos. That's crazy to me. I always wanted to be a filmmaker like my whole life, and I guess this probably not the closest thing I'll ever get to it. I'm sure someday I want to make like a feature film. Eventually. I'd probably be 50 or 60 when that happens. But I mean, like, for now, I'm still in my early 20s. I'm 24 years old, and this is what I'm doing, and this is amazing. I started this channel 4 or 5 years ago when I was in college, and I did it just as a side thing, just for the sake of constantly practicing video editing and video production. And we're doing a lot of documentary stuff too, and documentaries are actually edited in a similar way that I edit my videos or any like YouTube review stuff. When you're dealing with a lot of like graphic images that you kind of place over, and you need Photoshop to like crop all that stuff out. There's a lot of like very documentary stuff. So when I was in my documentary semester, unit, whatever it was in college, I was cracking right into the NitroRad and being like, yeah, I'm learning some good stuff. That's gonna make these videos good. College is such a waste of money, man. Like I'm still $30,000 in debt from student loans, and no film job. But hey, I learned a lot of stuff that made the show so much better. And I mean, a lot of it was kind of self-taught. I wouldn't know After Effects weren't for college. I'm going way off topic here. Anyway, the reason I'm making this video is because I want to initiate something I always do whenever I hit a significant margin of subscribers, and that is a video Q&A. I did one for 10,000, one for 50,000, and now I hit the big boys, the big numbers, 100K. It's time for the 100K NitroRad Q&A. 100K Q&A. That sounds nice. I think that's what I'll call this. Last time was kind of a nightmare editing through that. I had hundreds of people sending me video questions. There was people asking like 3 or 4 questions. I had people sending me like a 2-minute ramble that I struggled to cut the heck down. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to lay down a lot more rules this time. Some rules will be the same as before, but yeah, not to come off as strict, but it's just for the sake of making it easier for me and my audience to consume this content, to produce this content. So rule number 1, it's gotta be you. It can't be a puppet, can't be you wearing a mask, can't be an animated character, no black screen with audio. I want it to be you. And I always say this because I just want that personal connection between my audience and me, because I don't normally get to see what my audience looks like. I don't normally get to see what my audience sounds like, what they, their physical behavior that I can see when they're physically there asking me a question instead of just typing it out. Because normally all I see from my audience is just an angry comment from someone with a profile picture of a dog, and it says, "Why'd you pronounce gobos wrong in the croc video?" It's just stuff like that. And I've never felt more strongly about this like kind of legitimate connection between my audience and I since I went to New Jersey 2 months ago to visit some friends, and we went to an anime convention while we were in the area, Anime Next. And over the course of the 3 days, I had like 20 people nervously approach me, like asking like, "Oh my God, I like your show. You're not sure." And it was like, it was the most amazing feeling. I've never been recognized in public before that much, at all. And people are like so nervous. They're like, "Oh, I hope I'm not bothering you." It's like, dude, are you kidding me? This feels amazing. I've never had people like come up to me and think, yeah, this is a significant human being right here. That's an amazing feeling. And just chatting up those people and having like a real interaction with them instead of just like a picture with text. It's just so much more personal and magical that way. And that's why I want to do it this way. And I apologize to people that don't feel comfortable appearing on camera or speaking. And I got a lot of people last time that I kind of, cut them a break, and I put their question in anyway, but then I got comments being like, "Hey, they didn't follow the rules, why'd you?" So this time I'm going to have to stick to the rules, just to make it fair for everybody. So yeah, I apologize if you don't want to appear on camera, but it's got to be your beautiful face. It's got to be you in your beautiful sack of flesh that we call a human body. That's what I want to see. even though I make it sound as disgusting as possible, but yeah. Rule number 2, one question per person. Last time I had so many people asking more than one question, and I really wanted to ask them all, and sometimes I answer like 1 or 2 from a person, and then they'd leave a comment being like, why didn't you answer my other questions? It's like, come on, it's just for time, man. I can't answer everyone's question. That's another thing. I'm expecting a lot of questions this time. Might not be able to get to all of them, but I'm going to try my very best to answer as many as possible. Rule number 3, I guess, yeah, send it to this email. Your deadline is August 31st. That's when I'm going to be taking no more questions, cutting the dam short, building the dam, cutting the stream. I don't know what I was trying to say there, but you know what I mean. I'm just, no more questions after the 31st, and then September I'll start getting these videos out. This is like a smaller side thing. It shouldn't take more than like a day or 2 to make this once I get all the questions, so it won't cut too far into like actual NitroRad episodes, so don't worry about that. Another thing, rule number 4, try to keep your question relatively short, most preferred less than 10 seconds. I guess I'll allow like up to 20 seconds, but I guess basically the shorter the timestamp on your video when I open it in Gmail, the more likely I will be to watch it. I'll put it that way. Again, last time I had people sending me like 2-minute rambles. There was a hell and a handbasket to cut that down. Is that even what that saying means? I don't know. And lastly, rule number 5, please don't ask me if I'm gonna review a game. Because last time, half of the questions were just, are you ever going to review Banjo? Are you ever going to review Psychonauts? Are you ever going to review Mermaid Swamp? Are you ever going to review Yomawari and its sequel, the other Yomawari? Are you ever going to review this? Are you going to review this? That was like half of the questions last time. Okay, I'll give you an indefinite answer to every, will I ever review this? I don't know, maybe. I don't plan very far ahead. I just do what I feel like. I play it all by ear. RPG Maker games, if I find something cool, I'll just do it. And platformers, I have a huge backlog of platformers. Platformers are the thing. Like, I have so many platformers I gotta get to. If you know of an obscure platformer for the GameCube, Xbox, or PS2, or N64, PS1, if you want to ask if I will ever review that, probably. Yes, that is likely. But I mean, it could be by 2025. So yes, please give me actual questions this time. Just not, I don't want this, will I ever review that? That's like every time I stream, people are just like, will you ever review Psychonauts? It's like, I understand, and it is very flattering to me. It is very flattering to know that there are a lot of people out there that really would love to hear me, of all people, James Llewell, the idiot from Nova Scotia. They want to hear me talk about stuff. That's very flattering. But last time there's just so many of those questions, and I just really would like to try to avoid that. So that's rule number 5. Please don't ask me if I'm ever going to review a certain game, or if I've played a certain game. A lot of it was like, hey, you ever play this game? And I'm like, yep. And that's it. So if you want to ask about specific games, I would prefer if you asked about something you knew I played. Anything from my favorite games like Majora's Mask, Pikmin, and like the Metal Gear series, to things I've covered before, like the whole Mario series. I love the Mario's like my favorite series ever. Maybe specific memories with certain games, stuff like that's fine. Just, have you ever played this? Will you ever review this? Just try to avoid that. But yeah, that's rule number 5. That's it. But yeah, I suppose that's it for the rules. Send your questions here at AskNitroRad@gmail.com. Grab your phones, grab your webcams, grab your camcorders, whatever you got. Borrow something from a friend if you don't have anything. Ask your parent to like borrow their iPhone. I don't know. Just record yourself in the flesh. Your beautiful face asking me a question, and yeah, that'll be that. September, I'll start putting out those videos. As far as just like general updates go, I may as well put some of these in here just because when do I ever do an update video? Not really much huge planned. I guess for Halloween I got like a big Clock Tower marathon planned. I'm gonna start the Halloween marathon in September again, which I'm not gonna have all these games done. You probably know I've been doing these PlayStation 1 games. I have a stack here. I always tease the next one. And this N64 stack, yeah, I'm gonna be doing all those games too, but I've been waiting on this kick-started really good N64 controller to come in, because all my N64 controllers are garbage. I hate playing N64 controllers with that garbage stick. It's all my sticks. It's like you play Zelda, if you want to run at full speed and not walking, you have to push the stick so hard that it hurts your thumb. So I'm just waiting on that N64 controller to come in before I tackle those N64 games. Because the original plan was to bounce back and forth between the two. That would have been cool. But I guess when I'm done Rascal, I'll pull that out, slide them over. I'm aware Rascal's a terrible game, but hey, I got through Bubsy 3D. I can get through anything. That'll be my motto, I guess, from now on. Hey, I beat Bubsy 3D. Cut me a slack break. Cut me some slack. Give me a break. I don't know. I'm trying to say two phrases at once. When I'm done the Howling Marathon, I'll just go back and resume that. If you're wondering what's in that stack of N64 games, well, you can see Glover on the top, but yeah, expect a lot of these are like highly requested N64 games, but there are a lot of just obscure-ish N64 platformers. I got like Tonic Trouble in there, Space Station Silicon Valley in there, amongst others. I won't spoil them all, but yeah. I hope you guys look forward to those N64 reviews that I'll get to eventually. Yeah, I guess that's it for this video. So yeah, again, a tremendous thank you for everyone who's consumed my content over the years. Thank you for everyone for subscribing and helping me hit this milestone. It's gonna be crazy when I get that silver play button. I don't even know how you get those. Like, I think you just get a notification on your dashboard after a while. I haven't got that yet, but I mean, when I get that play button, you guys are gonna know, because that's literally the biggest achievement of my life. This so far. Like, I always wanted to be a filmmaker. I never imagined I would be the center of the attention. I always thought I'd be a camera guy or an editor, like a name in the list of credits of hundreds of names. But here I am with my own independent thing, and people are on board with that, and that is amazing, and I cannot thank you enough. Yeah, thank you guys so much, dude. Get a little emotional here. But yeah, that's it. Thank you guys so much. Again, even bigger thank you to the patrons who've been able to help me not work at retail and deal with evil old people who want to return their lotto tickets because they didn't win on them every single time. God, I hate working at retail. I'm so glad I'm doing this instead. And that would not have happened if it weren't for all of you guys making that possible. So thank you so much. Send me your questions. I'll see you guys again. Another video soon. Hope you guys will look forward to it. Look forward to you guys watching it. Look forward to interacting with you all. See you later.